Thanks for calling, Caroline. I actually just arrived at my new home. And here I am, at the door of my new apartment.
That's so exciting. What are you waiting for? Open the door.
Wow, it's really nice, just a little smaller than I thought.
At least it's close to everything downtown and to the college.
Wait a minute. Caroline, there's a lot of stuff here already. My things weren't supposed to arrive for a few days.
Actually, Charlotte, that brings me to the reason why I called. You see...
Wait a minute. Caroline, there's somebody in my closet. I'll have to call you back.
Wait a minute, Charlotte. I think I know who that is. Charlotte? Charlotte?
John?
It always seems that time goes by faster each year, but I still care for you. And each day love feels new, 'cause I still care for you.
John, what are you doing here?
Oh, hi, Charlotte. I was just putting some stuff in the closet and the door got stuck. Do you know where the scissors are?
John, it can't be.
There's a great restaurant down the road. You should sit out on the patio. You can see the whole skyline.
John, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be back in Waldburg.
Oh, didn't anybody tell you? I decided to move to Raleigh, too. I'm going to be your new roommate.
So that's what Caroline was trying to tell me. But John, I don't understand. If you're here, then who's the mayor of Waldburg?
Mr. Simon took over. You see, I thought it was such a great idea after you left to start a new life afresh in a new city, so I thought I should do it too. So while you drove cross country, I got on a plane, got these things at a thrift shop, and here I am.
Well, look, I'm far too tired to comprehend any of this right now, so how about we just sleep on it and talk about this all tomorrow morning?
Good, I have my room set up already. You can sleep out here on the floor.
Oh, gee, thanks. John!
What's up?
John, why on earth are you blasting music so late at night?
I'm having a party. I do that every Friday.
Well, a party? But nobody's here, and it's Thursday, by the way.
I know, I wanted to get an early start. And if I don't invite anybody, then I don't have to worry about entertaining anyone. That's why you weren't invited.
Huh, okay. Well, listen, could you please keep it down a little bit? I have to get up really, really early tomorrow for a new professor orientation at Williams College.
Fine, if you're gonna be so hard to live with. Rise and shine.
Why is there junk everywhere? This place is a mess.
Ha! I got you, Charlotte. It's a prank.
What, a prank? What do you mean a prank?
I threw all your stuff around the room to prank you, and you totally fell for it.
John, it's not a prank. You didn't trick me or anything. You just vandalized my apartment.
You mean our apartment?
No, John, I mean my apartment. You were not invited, remember?
Are you trying to say you don't want me here?
Let me just put it this way. We need to find a different living arrangement before this current situation hurts our friendship, or drives me to hurt you.
Well, in that case, I heard that there's a new apartment that opened just below. You could go to the office, get the key, and check it out if you want.
Well, that sounds like a good idea. In the meantime, clean this stuff up. This is really, really nice. And a fireplace? I had no idea. This is perfect. Just perfect. Well, I mean, not perfect. John still lives upstairs.
Excuse me, I'm looking for Charlotte Ferris' office. Charlotte, is that you?
Of course it's me.
Well, I just came by to take a look at the new office you told me about. Is this the closet?
Yes, I have a tiny little desk in the closet and I just stare at the wall all day for fun.
It sounds kind of boring, actually. But where's the corner office you told me they were going to give you?
Well, let's just say when they told me they were going to give me a corner office, I didn't think they meant a tiny little corner.
It always seems that time goes by faster each year, but I still care for you. And each day love feels new, 'cause I still care for you.
So Charlotte, how are things at your office by now?
Well, I'm about as settled in as I can be. Just that desk, I can't fit anything on it, and it's so frustrating. You know, I thought as the professor of photography I would have like an office with filing cabinets and stuff, but all I have is a cubby.
I guess they figure photography's pretty easy, so you don't need that much room.
Photography is not easy. I have papers to grade already and everything. Speaking of which, can we please move this along and get to the furniture store? I'm not going to find what I need in this tiny little thrift shop.
But there's so much cool stuff here. Like this.
John, I don't even know what that is.
Me neither, but I'm totally buying it. But watch out for that rat. A little to the left. Perfect. Well, maybe a little more to the right. Oh, but stop. Perfect. Actually, back again a little bit.
John, can you please make up your mind? Why don't you just move the chair?
That's stupid, Charlotte. I have to sit here so I can see it in the proper lighting. Okay, maybe we should go back to picking a color for the walls. Which one do you like better?
We've been through this so many times, I do not see a difference. Plus, I don't think they're going to let you paint in here anyway.
Oh, I know. I'm just going to do it without telling them and hope they don't notice. I think this one's too dark.
Okay, John, seriously, look at the names. Crimson and Crimson. They are literally the same shade.
But I still think this one looks better. What do you think?
I don't know, John. I'll be in my apartment. Bye. Come in. Hi, John. Oh, so what do you think of my new furniture?
I still think that couch with the mismatched cushions would have looked better, but I guess this will do. Oh, by the way, how are things at Williams College? Give any Fs yet?
No, not yet, but there's one girl named Margaret who's really, really tempting me. She wrote on a quiz the other day that you mix silver halidide and hydrochloric acid together to develop black and white negatives. I don't understand it. Ridiculous.
I know, right? Everybody knows you just take it to Kmart and let them handle it.
Something tells me you'd be failing my class too, John. Ugh, but the office is terrible.
I have an idea. Let's go vandalize it. We'll tell everyone that Margaret did it, and then you'll get a new one.
No, John, I can't do that. I'm just going to have to deal with it. By the way, where are you working while you're here?
That's what I've been meaning to tell you. I got an accounting job downtown in one of the skyscrapers. It's pretty nice. I have this huge office with a gigantic desk. These huge windows that look outside over the city skyline.
What?
A private secretary.
That's enough, John. How did you even get that job?
Oh, remember that paper I shoved into your lap and told you to sign the other day? That was a letter of recommendation from your studio in Waldburg. Since I was the accountant there, they gave me the job.
I can't wait to see what kind of trouble you get that huge corporation into.
Probably not much. I just tell the secretary to do all the work. So things have been running pretty smooth lately.
Well, must be nice. Look, you better get going. I need to start grading papers.
Okay, Charlotte.
Okay, there. All organized. I think I can make this work.
Hey Charlotte, I brought you some stuff.
John, what are you doing? I don't have room for all this junk from the thrift store. No.
Don't you know how to graciously accept a gift?
Okay, you're right. Thank you, John, for the gift. Now, can you please get these out of here?
Okay, but I'll have to get a pretty big dumpster.
What do you mean?
You still have 10 more boxes outside your door. Excuse me, I'm looking for Charlotte Ferris. Is that you?
No, it's... I don't know, John.
Charlotte, what do you think of this for my office?
You really need to buy more decorations for your office?
Well, unlike you, I have a big, beautiful office that I can decorate any way I want.
Don't rub it in. Isn't your lunch break over anyway?
Oh, I'm working now.
You're working. How?
Well, buying decorations for my office is work-related, therefore it's working.
You need to tell me that if your boss walked in right now and saw what you were doing, he'd be...
Why, did you see him somewhere?
No, just hypothetically.
Oh, you scare me, Charlotte. Yeah, he'd be perfectly fine with it.
It always seems that time goes by faster each year, but I still care for you. And each day love feels new, 'cause I still care for you.
Charlotte, can I hide in here?
Hide from what?
I think I saw my boss coming toward me on the street.
John, I thought you said he was fine with you being out of the office as long as you were doing work-related things.
I know that, and you know that, but he doesn't know that.
John, is everything okay at work? I mean, have you been getting in trouble?
Well, no, I mean, I have a big, beautiful office and a private secretary, and I have her do most of the work so that nobody knows I have no idea what I'm doing.
And you're never afraid that you're going to get in trouble?
No.
Okay, look, how about this? Tomorrow I will go into work with you and we'll just work through it, try to figure some stuff out.
Ah, thank you, Charlotte. I think the coast is clear. I'll see you.
John, what are you wearing?
Oh, you startled me, Charlotte. Thought I forgot to put pants on again.
That's not what I meant. It's just this isn't really appropriate work attire.
Knew I should have worn that T-Rex t-shirt. It's much more impressive.
Or perhaps a suit? I don't know, just go find something and hurry. We can't be late.
Okay. Well, here it is, my office.
I am so jealous. You get to work in this big, beautiful office while most of the time I'm shoved away into a closet.
Wait a minute. You're not here to sabotage me, are you?
No, John, of course not. Now, tell me what a typical day looks like for you.
Okay, so I come into the office, and there are these files here, and instructions. So then I call in my secretary, and she takes care of them, and I listen to music or play video games for the rest of the day, till about 5, and then I go home.
Okay, well, how about today we actually read some of these instructions and try to figure out these files for ourselves.
Oh, come on.
Okay, here we go. So, calculate an amortization and FMV allocation schedule for client A. Alright, well that doesn't sound too hard. Do you know what an amortization schedule is, or an FMV allocation schedule?
No idea, but I know who we can ask. Linda, could you please come in here for a minute?
John, leave your secretary alone. This is above her pay grade.
But she does it all the time.
Exactly, and she shouldn't have to. Now, try Googling some of these terms.
How do you spell amortization? Starts with an A. Oh, Adele has a new song. Want to listen to it?
Okay, this is not going to work if you don't focus.
Fine. Here's a site. We use an amortization schedule. What's that next word?
Because, John, it says because.
Well, how do you expect me to figure this out when all the helpful sites use hard words like that?
Linda, could you come in here, please? John, what are you wearing? John, what are you wearing? John, what are you wearing? I pretty much have to stay in a shoebox.
Oh, No, I'm just worried that you're gonna say.
Oh, sorry. Okay. It was too convincing.
Hey, Charlotte, guess who I just got off the phone with? Mr. Simon.
Oh, that's great. I love hearing from our old friends in Wahlberg. What's he up to?
That's the best part. He just bought a plane ticket for Raleigh.
Mr. Simon? Coming here?
Yeah, he's only going to stay for a little bit before he goes to his vacation in the Outer Banks, but he wanted to stop in for a visit.
Well, that's so sweet. What day is he coming?
Next Friday, and he wanted to know what time would be best.
Oh, okay. Definitely afternoon. I teach a morning class that day. And speaking of which, I have to be going, but that's great news.
It always seems that time goes by faster each year, but I still care for you. And each day love feels new, 'cause I still care for you.
Hello? Oh, hi, Mr. Simon. I was just buying you a welcome to Raleigh present at the thrift shop. Oh, yeah, I talked to Charlotte. She said, definitely before noon because she's teaching an evening class. Yeah, we'll see you then. Bye. Come in.
Hey, John, did you figure out when Mr. Simon was going to be here?
Oh, yeah. I told him to come at 8.
At 8. Isn't that late?
Wait, 8 is late?
Well, didn't you state...
Ah, that rhymed.
Didn't you say that Mr. Simon was going to be here at 8 in the evening?
No, at 8 in the morning. I told him to come early because you have a night class.
John, that's the exact opposite of what you were supposed to do. Now I'm going to miss him for his entire visit.
I'm sorry, Charlotte. I guess I got mixed up. But hey, I bought him a present at the thrift shop today. I'll let you go in on it, and then, it can be from both of us.
What is it? Oh, that's great. A clock coming from the guy who can't tell the difference between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m.
But hey, I said I'm sorry. But you know what? I promise I'll give him a tour of your apartment for you, since you can't be there.
Please don't. That just means that I have to clean my apartment and then don't even get to enjoy the tour.
Well, here we are, Charlotte's apartment.
John, are you sure Charlotte would want us here while she's not home?
She gave me her spare key, didn't she?
It says for emergency use only.
That's just a joke, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, this is Charlotte's living room. This is her favorite chair. And here's some trash she left around this morning. This must be her plate from breakfast. I'll bet she wouldn't mind if you took some of her trash home as a souvenir.
Wow, did Charlotte leave her apartment in such a mess when she rented from me?
Sure, all the time.
Geez, I wonder if it'd be too late to take some more off of your security deposit. This place is a mess.
Mr. Simon, are you having another one of your mood swings?
I don't have mood swings.
I just mean, you don't seem very impressed that I offered you some of Charlotte's trash.
Wow, this is great. Now I can tell everybody back in Wahlberg that I got to visit Charlotte's new apartment. But John, are you sure we're allowed to be here?
Trust me, Mr. Simon, it's fine.
Oh, well that's good. Because I think I just heard Charlotte's key in the door.
Quick, hide!
Class, wait. Shoot! Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Okay.
That's the last one.
I teach a class. That was tragic. Wait, what is this?
Just wait there.
Come in.
Thanks a lot, Charlotte.
John, what is this all about?
That toy you gave me for Christmas doesn't sing jingle bells when I squeeze it anymore.
John, I did not give you this. Somebody else must have.
Bet it was my grandma. Huh. I'll have to throw it in her face next time I see her.
Unfortunately, I don't have time to deal with this right now. I'm writing the syllabus for this course I'm teaching, and I'm actually pretty excited about it. It's the first one they're letting me design for myself.
Really? What's it about?
It's called Symbolism in Photography. We're going to study old photos and then take our own in the same style. I think it's going to be really, really fun.
That actually does sound pretty cool. Well, I'll leave you to your work. See you, Charlotte.
It always seems that time goes by faster each year, but I still care for you. And each day love feels new, 'cause I still care for you.
John, this ended up in my mailbox by mistake.
So why are you giving it to me? Oh, because it's mine. You know what? This is just another Christmas card. But they're too late. Sorry, missed your chance to greet me this year.
Oh! This is the roster for my new class! Ah, yes. Billy. He's a great student. I knew he'd sign up. And then there's also Margaret. Great. She was one of the worst students for my classes last semester.
Did you happen to notice whose name is at the top of the list?
John Adams. I don't know a John Wait, no, there's gotta be another one. Is this you?
The one and only.
What? How did you Why would you...
I went down to Williams College the other week and asked if I could audit the class. All I had to do is pay a small fee and voila, I'll be in the front row next week.
But why would you take my class?
The way you described it the other day, it just sounded like so much fun.
Well, it was going to be, and now I'm not so sure.
Oh, Charlotte, what a coincidence that we'd bump into each other here. Would you like to carpool to class?
I'm a little bit nauseated from last time, but thanks.
Well, there was only one thing I needed to discuss with you briefly anyway. Midterm grades are coming up, and I was wondering if you could just bump up my grade a few points to an A-.
John, you barely have a C. I really can't do that. It wouldn't be fair to the other kids in the class.
Oh, come on, Charlotte. It's just a few points. I don't understand why I'm doing so bad anyway.
Maybe because you mixed the wrong chemicals in the darkroom and started a fire?
But that was an accident.
Or maybe you spilled ink all over Margaret?
Well, that was on purpose, but we both know she deserved it.
Listen, John, why do you care so much anyway? You're just auditing the class. It's not like it matters for your degree or something.
But Charlotte, if I don't get an A, it'll be so embarrassing. All my friends will know that I did so bad in such a stupidly easy joke class.
Nobody's going to know your final grade except for me.
Exactly my point. All my friends will know. It'll be so embarrassing.
Okay, look, just let me think about it. Maybe I have some kind of extra credit assignment I could give you.
That's too hard, too much work. Just go on the computer and change the grade.
Okay, John, I'm leaving.
Wait a minute, Charlotte. Maybe this will change your mind?
A $1 bill? Really?
I'm sorry, I knew it was too much. I think I have some change. Okay, John, come on, Charlotte, it's just a few points. I forget what this is. Hey, look, Charlotte, it's a wombat.
John, stop it! Look, I have papers to grade. My worst student, Margaret, spilled ink all over my favorite shirt, which I now have to clean. I have to write entirely new lesson plans. I just really don't have time for this right now.
You're certainly in a bad mood.
Great. That's just what I need right now, an annoying telephone call. Hello?
Oh, hi, Charlotte. It's Antonio calling. I was wondering if you would have time to do me a favor.
Oh, hello, Antonio. Of course, I'm really not that busy. I'm happy to help you with whatever you need.
You see, the department is missing a shipment of photo paper, and I was wondering if you would be willing to go and order it and just make sure that it gets here on time.
Well, of course. I was just thinking how much I wanted to take on a project like that.
Excellent. And Charlotte, keep up the good work.
Oh, it's nothing really. Have a wonderful day. John, leave.
It always seems that time goes by faster each year, but I still care for you. And each day love feels new, 'cause I still care for you.
John, can you please just leave so I can get some work done?
Aren't you gonna wish me a wonderful day like you did on the phone?
Look, Antonio is the head of the department. I have to be nice to him. I don't have to be nice to you.
Well, hey, I'm your upstairs neighbor, and I could be a lot louder than I have been if you cross me.
Okay, if you can't be nice, at least have pity. Now I have to order in this new shipment of paper on top of everything else I have to do.
Oh, and that means you'll have to call Denver Photo Supply, and will talk your ear off for hours, right?
Well, actually, I haven't been using them since I moved here. I've been using a photo supply in Charlotte.
Well, that's not fair. I'll bet you picked them just because they're in a town that's named after you.
No, it's because their shipping rates are far better. Now can you please leave?
Just let me help you, Charlotte.
That's a great joke, John. Now, please, leave.
Hello, is this Denver Photo Supply?
It sure is. How may I help you? My name is Will. I enjoy Star Wars movies. My favorite character is Obi-Wan, and which is fitting because his lightsaber color is actually my favorite color, which is...
Wait, Will, you're just the person I wanted to talk to.
John! Oh, what a pleasant surprise. It's been such a long time. How's North Carolina? You know, I visited South Carolina once. I know it's not North Carolina, but we had a lovely trip, and we went to the beach.
Wait, Will, listen. You remember Charlotte? One of your best customers?
Of course I remember Charlotte. She lives in Detroit with her 10 kids, right?
No, that's definitely not her. She lived next door to me.
That was Brenda I got mixed up with. Yeah, I think it's because they look so similar.
Anyway, Charlotte started ordering supplies from Charlotte, and I think you should try to win her back.
You mean she's ordering supplies from herself?
No, from the city, Charlotte, for some ridiculous reason like it's closer and the shipping's cheaper or whatever.
Well, we really appreciate Charlotte's business, you know. She used my company all the way through college. I remember how she encouraged me when I was afraid we'd go out of business. You know, that was a really...
Yeah, well, that's great. Now, call Charlotte and try to convince her to order from you instead.
Oh, hi, John. Just a moment. Hello?
Charlotte, it's so good to hear your voice!
It's Will!
I figured it might be. I told him that you stopped buying from him, and he's calling to convince you to come back as a customer.
You know, that was really...
Will, I'll do it.
Do what?
I will go back to buying paper from you. Just please do not give me the pitch you're planning. I don't have time to listen to it. Just give me the paper that I need. Thank you. Thanks a lot, John.
Well, hey, at least you're getting that shipment of paper you needed.
Yes, except that I also ordered it from Charlotte. So now I'm going to be getting it twice.
Well, hey, then you'll have one to keep for yourself. A lifetime supply.
Oh, it's nothing really. Have
Have a blast.
Yeah! Well, there you go.
Hey, John, I was wondering if you could do me a favor.
No.
Oh, okay. Alright, I'm gonna ask you anyway. So, I have a bunch of photography supplies that I need to move from Williams College to a warehouse elsewhere. And my car is in the shop. Could I possibly borrow yours?
Yeah, that's no problem as long as you let me drive.
Oh, that's even better. I really hate driving in this city. So, meet me in the parking lot tomorrow at 2?
Sure. See you then.
It always seems that time goes by faster each year, but I still care for you. And each day love feels new, 'cause I still care for you. Ah.
It is 2:30. You are a half hour late.
Sorry, Charlotte, but where's all your stuff?
I used your spare key and I already packed it all the way in the back.
Okay, well then, what's the rush? That's one less thing to do. Hop in and we'll be on our way.
Now, John, I have a very specific set of instructions to get to Falcon Storage.
Oh, Falcon Storage? I know right where that is.
Okay, are you sure you don't want to look at the instructions?
Charlotte, trust me, I got this.
John, do we have to have music going so loud?
What? I can't hear you, Charlotte.
I said, do we have to have the music on so loud?
Yes.
Can we at least play something a little more sophisticated? I think there's a classical music station somewhere in the area.
I got just the thing. You know, Charlotte, I know you might not like this song because the lyrics are so trashy and irreverent, but you really should give this artist a chance. She reminds me so much of you.
John, are you sure you know where we're going? It's been almost an hour driving.
Oh, well, here we are right now.
The sign says Eagle Storage Center.
Isn't that it?
No, John, we were supposed to be at Falcon Storage Center.
Oh, well, that's not here. I know where it is, though.
Well, okay. Can you take me there?
No problem, Charlotte. We should be just about there. Ah, there it is.
Sparrow Storage Center. John, that's not the right place.
Sparrow, Eagle, close enough.
No, we're going to Falcon Storage. Falcons eat sparrows, so no, it is not close enough.
Well, Bluebird Storage is just over that way, and bluebirds don't eat sparrows. Does that work?
John, just take me to where I need to be right now.
Okay. Can I see the directions?
Come in.
Hey, Charlotte. Sorry about yesterday.
It's okay. Even though we were really late, at least we got the supplies delivered.
Well, that reminds me. Do you have your checkbook handy?
What are you talking about?
I charge an hourly rate for my services.
Oh, okay. So how about I file a lawsuit for false advertising since you told me you knew how to get there?
How about we just call it even?
Look, I'm going to ask you anyway. So, I need... Sorry. Sass. I need... Okay. And what are you doing with that old thing? Where's your computer?
What do you mean I don't have a computer?
Well, sure you do. What? And what's with all the 90s music?
What do you expect, Charlotte? It's the 90s.
It always seems that time goes by faster each year, but I still care for you. And each day love feels new, 'cause I still care for you.
What? No, John. The 1990s? You can't be serious. The year is 2017.
Excuse me, Rip Van Winkle, but you haven't been asleep that long. It's 1999.
1999? What? I'm not an idiot. I know what year I'm in. What kind of trick is this?
You know, CDs are so cool. You can fit so much information on this tiny little thing.
Okay, look, I'm going to prove to you that I'm from 2017. Look, see? This is an episode of Seinfeld where the soup Nazi refuses to give them soup.
No soup for you! Come back! 1 year!
Look, see? No soup for you. How would I have known that line if I weren't from the future?
Charlotte, everybody knows that line. That's a rerun from like 3 years ago. Now, get out of the way. I want to put in my PlayStation. Oh wait, go back to that channel. This is the new episode of Friends. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh wait, I know this episode. Ross and Rachel are gonna come out of that door married in a minute.
They'll never get back together, Charlotte. That's ridiculous. How did you know that? You must be a witch. Stay back.
No, John, I'm not a witch. I'm just from 2017 and I happen to be stuck in the 1990s.
Well, hey, what's wrong with 1999? Or do you know something that we don't know? Tell me, Charlotte, is Y2K actually going to happen?
Okay, but see, that's exactly what I mean. I don't want to stay here. What if something I do ruins all of space and time because I don't understand what it could do?
Charlotte, don't flatter yourself so much. You're really not that important. How about you take a nap? Maybe you'll feel better.
Yeah, maybe that is a good idea. Maybe this will make sense. Alright, well, I will see to it that that gets done. Thank you.
What on earth are you doing out here, Charlotte?
Well, I just found out that I have a meeting in 20 minutes and I have to email a file to another professor. By the way, do you have any tapes that will fit this camera? I'm teaching a class on cinematography. And the internet is so slow. Oh my gosh.
What are you talking about? Windows 98 is great.
That's my pager. I have to go. By the way, can you tell me which one of the cars is mine?
Sure, it's the purple Plymouth. I'll show you. Let's go to the parking garage.
Oh, shoot, I forgot about the internet cord. Jeez.
Charlotte, can you tell me what stocks I should buy this year?
I don't know, John. I would tell you if I had a smartphone, but I don't know what stocks were good in the 1990s.
Wait a minute. Phones will be so smart that they'll be able to think for themselves by 2017?
Or like humans won't be able to think for themselves by 2017. This is so depressing. There's nothing new. I've seen all these movies already.
Oh, that reminds me, Charlotte. To kind of help cheer you up, I made a mixtape. Oh, this is that new song by Len. I think they're going to be the next big thing.
No, they are not. They stay one-hit wonders, believe me.
You sure know how to sucker fun out of everything.
Sorry, I just find it hard to keep things to myself that are common knowledge.
Well, could you at least tell me if the next James Bond movie is going to be as good as The World Is Not Enough?
Just wish I could find some sort of porthole or window in time that could take me back to the 2010s. Wait. That's Kesha. Wait. That is, oh my goodness, that is Kesha. Do you hear it?
I don't hear anything strange.
You don't hear that auto-tune? That glorious auto-tune calling to me from another time? Please help me get back to 2017. John, you have to help me get back to 2017. Come on, something has to work. Kesha! Get back to 2017.
Charlotte, what are you talking about? You just came over to see my new iPhone and suddenly you were having this weird dream.
Your iPhone. Oh, okay. I just had the weirdest dream. I dreamt I was all the way back in 1999 and I was trapped And then Kesha saved me.
Kesha, Charlotte? Madame Tamasha, maybe. You know her, but you don't know Kesha. Oh, the 1990s. That reminds me. When I was at the thrift shop, I got you something. It's a phone.
Well, I don't know what I'm saying. Where's the script?
It's been a long time since you used one of these.
Oh my god! That's pretty sad.
Oh, Charlotte, Trisha just texted me. She's going to come to Raleigh for a couple weeks. Can you help me pick out a present for her? What about this cool chair?
Well, it seems a little bit excessive. I thought you broke up with Trisha.
Oh, well, don't you remember we had this planned on-again, off-again thing? So right now we're on-again, just like in soap operas.
Good lord. Well, that's fine. Just, you know how I feel about Trisha. I can't wait until it's off again.
It always seems that time goes by faster each year, but I still care for you. And each day love feels new, 'cause I still care for you.
Hey John, what are you doing?
Hey, Charlotte, I finally figured out what I'm going to do with my life. I'm going to be a movie star.
Okay, you know that isn't as easy as just putting on a pair of sunglasses and a leather jacket, right?
For me, it will be. You see, my girlfriend Trisha has a friend in show business, and he's filming a movie in Raleigh next spring. She set me up with a screen test and is going to be my agent.
Okay, but what's the catch? I can't imagine Trisha just doing this for you.
She's totally doing it out of the kindness of her heart. And for 60% of my earnings for the first 4 years. The screen test tomorrow, do you want to come see it?
Yeah, sure, I'm certainly interested to see how it goes. Now, I'm late for work.
Oh, hey, Charlotte, glad you could come.
Hi, thanks, I'm actually pretty excited. Where can I sit?
Here should be good. I better go get in front of the camera.
John, we're ready to start. Wait, the lighting looks off over there. Can you fix it?
Okay.
Maybe if you lower the key light a little bit, that would probably fix it.
Who is that?
Oh, that's one of my friends.
Oh, I'm sorry, miss, but we prefer if the little people would be quiet on scene.
Excuse me? I'm a professional photographer. I was trying to help, not disrupt.
Excuse me, but please keep it down.
Can you believe they were saying those things to me? How could they be so rude?
Sorry, Charlotte. You just don't understand show business the way that I do. You probably should be more quiet.
Well, fine then. Maybe I'll just leave.
John, after we're done with the screen test, can you please hold on to the memory card so we can watch it with Trisha tonight?
Okay, no problem. I'm ready to start then.
Come in.
Hey, Charlotte. So, Alan said that the screen test went really well, and we're going to show it tonight. Do you want to come by and see it?
Well, I don't know. Are you sure I won't offend your friend's fine movie star actor nerves?
Don't worry. I'm sure if you're very polite, it'll all be okay. Just fawn all over them and ask for their autographs a couple times.
I'm not going to ask for Trisha's autograph. I've known her for ages. That's ridiculous.
Well, fine, Charlotte. I guess then I don't need you there. Goodbye.
John, do you have the memory stick?
Yes, I do. hope it didn't get wet. It was starting to rain outside.
Oh my gosh, it's ruined. John, you can't do anything right. I'm leaving.
But wait, what about Trisha? She's not here yet.
Don't even bother. I'll tell her not to come.
Oh, hi Charlotte. I didn't see you come in. I wish you hadn't.
You going to be okay?
I guess so. I guess all this show business stuff just got to my head.
Yeah, you have kind of been a jerk for the last couple hours.
And for no reason. I can't do anything right. All my friends abandoned me.
Hey, I'm still here.
Yeah, and even after I was ready to throw you under the bus just a couple hours ago. Thanks, Charlotte.
Hey, well, what do you say we go get some ice cream? There's this new place that opened up on the corner and it sounds really good.
That sounds good.
Articles?
Oh, hey, Charlotte.
Hi!
Well, I'm glad you could come. I'm so excited, actually.
Okay.
Charlotte, do you think I should pack my winter coat?
Well, what do you think? It's summer and we're going to Florida.
You're right. I better pack my hat and gloves, too.
It's just so unbelievable that Nick and Caroline are finally getting married. And it's great that it's in such a beautiful place.
I disagree.
What's wrong with sunny Florida?
No, I disagree that it's unbelievable that they're getting married. They announced it like a year ago.
Are you almost finished? We're gonna miss our flights. I thought you were packed yesterday.
Well, I thought we were going to Alaska, so I packed all the wrong things.
You do realize that Alaska is cold this time of year and Florida is warm.
Which one are we going to again?
The warm one.
Well, why didn't you say something? Then everything I packed yesterday was right.
Okay, then just grab it and let's go.
It always seems that time goes by faster each year, but I still care for you. And each day love feels new, 'cause I still care for
It's so frustrating that we had to sit so far in the back. I can't even hear anything. What are they doing right now? Are they pouring sand into bottles? Is it symbolic or something?
I think it's the colors of their favorite football team.
It doesn't even make any sense. Have they at least said I do yet? That's my favorite part.
No, because they haven't asked for objections to the marriage yet, and I was going to stand up and say I'm madly in love with Jessica as a joke.
Who is Jessica? You mean Caroline. Look, John, her name is right over there on the board. Can't you read?
I can hardly see we're so far back.
Well, it's your fault we're so late.
My fault? You're the one who had to stop and ask for directions.
I'm the only reason we got here in the first place. I mean, shush yourself. There you are. Where have you been?
Well, I was trying to talk to Caroline, but some guy was hogging her on the dance floor and I couldn't get a word in.
There was Nick. It was their first dance, John.
Well, now that the dance is over, a whole crowd of people are around her and I still can't congratulate her.
Well, I mean, Nick's over there. You could go talk to him.
Nick hates me, even though I've never been anything but kind and generous and welcoming to him.
Yes, because trying to run him out of town and take his job was truly the nicest thing you could have done.
Well, if you like him so much, why don't you talk to him?
Well, I was honestly waiting until Caroline was free. It's been so long since I've seen her and I just wanted to catch up. Why do they see us with people we don't know anyway?
Probably because we literally don't know anyone else here.
Ooh, I think she's free. Never mind. Some old hag has her now. So what this is turning out to be.
I think that's her aunt.
Hello? Oh, hi, Charlotte. I hope you had a safe trip back. I'm sorry we didn't get to talk much at the wedding. Oh, no, that's okay. I was mad about it before, but I thought about it on the airplane. You know, it really is great that you have so many people that care so much about you that they all want to talk to you at the same time. It really was a beautiful wedding. Well, I'm so glad you could come, and I'm glad your flight back was nice. Yeah, the plane ride was so peaceful and quiet. But anyway, why did you call?
Well, it seems that you forgot something at the reception hall.
Oh no. What is it?
Hey Charlotte, guess where I am?
John, you told me you were going to get your own cab to the airport.
That's before I figured out the best way to talk to Caroline and Nick. I'm going with them on their honeymoon.
We're going to miss our flights. Why did I check my wrist? Oh my gosh! I always do that. There's never want to watch my life.
I hope you had a good flight.
You know, I've lived through this. You think I'd be able to say it?